look forward. Like, get rid of these excuses, take a long, hard look in the mirror, realize that the only person to blame for you not getting something done or you not being where you want to be is yourself. And I'm not trying to make everyone beat themselves up. I'm just trying to make everyone take accountability and realize that you are the only person in control of changing your life. I always say this: imperfect action trumps no action 100% of the time. So what that means is, if you're thinking of doing something, anything, don't just think about it, but take action. And when you take action, things get done. And yes, you're going to screw up. You're probably going to look stupid. You might even look silly. But guess what? You're doing something. You're getting yourself out there. You're becoming a little bit more vulnerable. You think if I was worried about what people are going to think of me, I'd be on your podcast right now? You think I would have wrote a book? You think I would have a very successful business that I have employees and now I can help other people grow? Hell no. Hell no. You have to get the other people's judgments out of your head. Don't let your mom tell you that you shouldn't do this. Don't let social media tell you you can't do that. Do what you want to do. Follow through, commit. That's the no excuses part. The no, yeah.
I like your part about the social media because, you know, today with social media, people are taking pictures on, you know, some beautiful mountain someplace or by the ocean, or they're taking a picture in front of a Lamborghini or, you know, multi-million-dollar home. And we have this perception in life that says that we haven't made it until we're driving the $500,000 Ferrari, or we're living in the $12 million mansion. And sometimes with social media, that really pushes this narrative that you haven't succeeded until you reach that point. And it's interesting that you bring up social media, which I personally think is a necessary evil, but it's also the bane to a lot of existence.
I couldn't agree with you more. And it's funny, a lot of people that take the pictures with the Lambos, or they're in a private jet, it's probably not even their car. It might be a lease, might be a rental, might be their boyfriend or girlfriend's. And on the private jet, there's some people that rent private jets for an hour that don't even take off or land just to take photos in it. Dude, how do you care what people think of you that much? Like, you're putting out this false persona. And yes, I tend to post the rainbow, you know, in my day. I don't post the rain, you know, so it's going to rain 99% of your day, but 1% of your day, there's a rainbow. No one, I mean, do people care about the rain? They probably do. But the best part of your day is that rainbow. It's that little glimmer. It's that little, it's the best. It's the high. It's your, oh my God, you went to a fancy restaurant and you got an amazing meal on the table. You're going to post that. You're not going to post the fact that you just ate crap for the rest of the 23 hours in your day, you know?
Yeah. I totally agree. Now, let's break down the title here and let's get a little into your book here. So the no ceilings, what do you mean by like no ceiling?
So no ceiling. Okay. So no ceiling could be a financial ceiling, right? Maybe you're making 100 grand a year, 50 grand a year, 200 grand a year, 300, whatever. It could be a financial ceiling. It could also be a self-imposed ceiling. Oh, hey, maybe I'm not good enough to do that, or maybe I'm not smart enough, or maybe I don't know enough about this topic to do that. Whatever the ceiling is, it's metaphorical, but it's also real. You have to smash and you have to bust that ceiling out of your head, get it out of your mind, shift your mindset. Mindset is key. Mindset is everything. You got to stay positive. Yes, it's going to go wrong in life. There's going to be a lot of crazy highs and lows, but guess what? The lows are good. The lows are what build character. The lows are what teach you lessons. And you have to get out of your own head and you have to say, you know what, screw this. I'm going to do it the way I want to do it, when I want to do it. But my whole thing is just do it now. Don't do it tomorrow, whatever you're thinking of doing. And I'm not saying go out there and quit your job. That's a little extreme. Maybe you could start, taking small steps. Take small wins. Maybe if you don't have to get to work till 4 p.m., what are you doing from 12 to 4? Okay, I get it. The morning, you got your little routine. That's fine. Go to the gym, whatever. 12 to 4, you got 4 good hours there. Do something with it. Start building something that's going to generate revenue without you having to trade your time to be there. If you could figure out how to make money in your sleep, then you won.
Right. And you know, when you're speaking to people about your book, or you're doing any type of consulting or public speaking or events, what are some of the ceilings that people approach you about, and how do you handle that? Like, how do you guide them? And, you know, what are some of the big ceilings that they come up with? I can't do this because I've reached this point.
So it's funny. So I just put this book out about 30 days ago. It's only been out for a month. Okay. So this is a brand new book. I haven't done any public speaking yet. I haven't spoken to many people about this specific topic yet. This is still in the infant stage. But what I could tell you is that obviously throughout life, you hear friends and family that come to you and ask you for advice. And I always just say, you got to stop trying to make other people happy and just make yourself happy. And that's the key. I mean, I'm sure I would probably give you the same answer in 5 or 10 years from now after I, go on stage with Grant Cardone or Jeremy Minor or Jordan Belfort. I'm giving the best speeches anyone ever heard. I'm probably going to still give you the same answer.
I always like this with the no ceilings, no excuses. Again, I'm really flabbergasted by the title of this. My father grew up very poor, and he was kind of in the same situation that you discussed when you first came on the show. And my father only had a ninth grade education, and by the time he was in his 40s, he owned a $20 million a year construction business with my uncle.
There you go.
And there was a no ceiling for him. He was not formally educated outside of his time in the Marine Corps after he was out of high school. There was no formal education, and there was no excuses for somebody like my father.
Mhm.
And he did what he did by pure grit and determination and rolling up a sleeve and being able to take the fall. And you sound like that type of guy too. It sounds like you didn't have kind of the best upbringing in certain aspects.
Hell no. Hell no. No. You got to, you know what? I always say chaos equals cash. You got to figure out how to turn what other people would make an excuse into your fuel. And then that's going to be what propels you forward. No ceiling, no excuses. It's more than just, learning how to see past all the crap. It's building the systems and getting in the right mindset and the right habits. So that way you're going to be successful. And it's not going to happen overnight either. It's going to be something you have to stay with and stick with. So that way you get results. If you quit the second that something goes wrong, you're never going to succeed with anything. So the whole book and mindset is just about continuing, pushing past the quit, and just being relentless and owning every single choice and thing that happens to you without looking outward. You have to look inward.